Hi, it's Sarah James here, and I'd just like to show you a little variation of the 100, or it can be used for any other exercises that we do in Pilates, mat Pilates. If you tend to feel that you've got very weak abdominals and a very weak neck, and you get a lot of tension in the neck build up quite quickly when you're asked to lift the back of the head and shoulders off the mat. For instance, the 100, which is the first mat exercise in the order, it requires you to stay lifted and reaching nice and strongly, keeping a nice long C-shaped curve while you beat the arms up and down, and you hold it in this position for 10 breaths. Well, that's a lot to ask for somebody who maybe has maybe some separation in the abdominal muscles, or maybe there's some weakness there in the thoracic area or in the neck area, and so holding your head up for any amount of time can be quite a struggle. So the way to overcome that, which I get all of my clients to do during the times that I see them between classes at home, preferably as part of their homework, would be to use a little prop, something like a cushion or a roller or a pile of cushions. I've got a spine corrector here, which is a piece of equipment that we use in the studio. But you could easily use cushions and bring yourself into a position where you've got a little bit of support going on in that mid-thoracic area. It depends where your weakness is, of course, but say you've got weakness in the stomach and it was translating into the neck. So what I'd get you to do is for an exercise like the 100 is keep the heels together, feet stay flat on the floor, and bring your pelvis away from the support so that we can start to almost create a sling effect in the back with the middle back supported against the cushions. In my case, it's the spine corrector. Okay, and then I want you to just try and release the back by creating this long C-shaped curve. So you could start with your hands resting behind the back of your thighs for support, and think about the crown of the head reaching out long with a long neck, and just thinking about pulling the bottom rib cage back a little bit in towards the back of your support. So now we've got a little bit more work under the thoracic area, so that bottom rib cage is nicely tucked in, and the weight of the head is forwards more, so that we don't have to feel like we're hanging back so much. And for the first part of this, I'd get you to just hold it here and feel the connections through the rib cage, pulling the pubic bone up, of course, and drawing the stomach in, and feeling how the backs of the thighs can also stay quite active in this. You can progress from here, from bringing the hands behind the back of the legs and just holding this position, which is great if you've got anything like diastasis recti, which is where you've got the separation of the linea alba across the abdominals. So it again helps you to feel as if you're pulling yourself in a little bit more without that doming, slightly doming stuff that you get at the front. So draw the stomach in and just lift yourself and almost hang back here. And I build you up so you could then start to reach the arms long, so you've no longer got the arms supporting you, but you've got a little bit more now of the trunk stability. And you can reach it out, and again you can, with the 100 we pulse the arms, you can add the arm pulses with that reach, and of course the breath work is breathing in 5 beats, breathing out 5 beats, and as you breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, count to 10 breaths, place the hands back on the thighs, and then you can kind of hang back a little bit. As you start to get a little bit sort of comfortable here, you can start to move yourself into an elongated shape, or you could get rid of the support and you could bring yourself now into the mat. So if I move my support as time goes by, then you can end up with your C-shaped curve being more here. And if you still need the hands behind the back of the thighs, really pull that stomach in, pull the ribs in, and keep the head forwards, and you can hold your breaths here, and then eventually you can start to try and create that 100 start position, which is here, which is a lot of work for anyone who feels weak in the abdominals or neck area.